Alright, welcome everyone back to the Sound Goblin Gaming's Poke Monday stream. As we continue our journey through the Lands Between region, this time probably taking place mostly inside the Shadow Keep. I'm of course Shiv.
I'm Hunter Grain.
And I'm Vincent.
And
Honey is good.
yeah. And Transfer will be joining us in a bit. He's running a little late today.
Yep.
The last we left we killed the hippopotamus.
Yeah, sure, that's what that was.
That's what it's called.
Yep. Golden hippopotamus.
It gets giant porcupine spikes just like hippopotamus do. Don't see what's so hard to understand here.
Where have you been watching hippopotamus?
Where have you been watching hippopotami?
The zoo.
See, there's your problem. Zoo can't be trusted.
Fair.
Do that. Just went for one of them. Someone else would come down the stairs or something.
Yeah.
That poor guy. He tried so hard.
He did try. I'll give him that.
Yep.
He should have tried harder.
Aha! Ambush! Amateur hour ambush, but... not that far down, it seems.
Be there.
He'll eventually find his way back up.
Not try to make all the hits do a fall blast.
No, that doesn't seem like a great tactic there.
Messy, but it worked.
Not gonna lie, that was a little funny.
Right. So, anyways, this place, Shadowkeep. As you may well have guessed, Shadowkeep is the first headquarters. I haven't really talked much about Mesmer because at this place, basically. So Mesmer's troops themselves is actually a penal legion, or penal battalion, whatever. The Black Knights also kind of being descended from the Crucible Knights, and the Crucible was kind of on its way out when it came to Erdtree worship and all that stuff in general. In other words, yeah, these are a bunch of people they want to get rid of. So the war against the Hornsent was they basically gathered an army of people they didn't like, and then Marka just shunted this place off into the Shadow Realm, or created the Shadow Realm from this place, depending on how you interpret what the Shadow Realm is, or how what the Shadow Realm is interpreted. You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolana, let's talk about her forces because it kind of involved these people and that little bit, is kind of an exception. She is the younger sister of Renala, so she actually went along more or less willingly, following Mesmer. Probably partially to do with just how messed up and intrigue-filled Tarian secession tends to be. We find Rolana herself, she's basically been locked in the academy just to, or just so the academy can actually kind of, sort of grab power, give or take, in the region. So it's very likely she just tagged along with Mesmer to keep any weird political nonsense at bay. Yep, that is a spell. I'm not going to lie, I died a little bit going that way as well, mostly from trying to clear that very room that you died from.
I'm losing my mind now. For some reason, I can't remember how to switch to power stance.
Hold top button and press the weapon.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because if I just power stance the fist, big shield guy is not a problem.
And the guy over there.
Arrow.
The infamous double Black Knight room.
Yep.
By infamous, I mean I don't know if anyone else has even commented on it.
Hey, come here. Come fight me.
He is fairly stubborn.
Yeah.
There you go.
not too far.
You show that wall.
I didn't even give him a chance to get his weapon.
No.
And shot him one shot. And boats on perfectly harmless fire.
Yeah. We can stand a campfire. What's a boat? Or what's a burning boat to us? Yeah.
No, probably. Door.
Be back to plot this room.
Yep.
Okay, he's still just walking around over there.
Oh no, the boards was still on. I have no idea what that talisman does.
Increases poise after using a flask of tears.
Sure.
We also just got a usable
Golden.
FP item that does golden pow buff.
Yes.
Smithing zones.
Or Black Knights.
Sparkle vest. Yeah, who would have guessed this place would have Black Knights in it?
Yeah, imagine that.
Much easier to fight if I don't engage with you.
Yep. It's generally how I fight a lot of enemies in this game. Domain of Dragons painting. Alright, so now we discovered the secret room. Oh, look, a wall. An invisible wall in this DLC that's had no invisible walls whatsoever.
Uh-huh. Like the only invisible wall in this DLC?
I don't think it is, but I'm having trouble remembering if there was another one.
As as you all know, if you find a coffin, hop in it.
Yep.
Yep.
And as we all know, if you find an invisible wall in a From Software game, there's a non-zero chance that a large portion of the content of the game or expansion is behind that invisible wall.
I mean, it's just common sense.
Shadow Altus.
Ah, there's the Eepy boy.
Yep.
Just let him sleep. He ain't hurting no one.
That's this area of the map. And consequently...
Keep going. And that area, and effectively leads down to that entire area down there. Yeah, that's everything hidden behind this invisible wall.
Yep, we'll come back to that later, though. Here's the shadow
Yeah.
district floor. This giant section of the content hidden behind his hidden wall. Usual stuff.
Yeah.
No, you can't get rid of it. I can, okay. That guy doesn't have no work. Well, welcome to the specimen storehouse.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, in his very slash and extreme burn conquest of the Shadow Realm, he didn't actually burn everything. He did actually grab quite a bit and take it back, well, basically here. Part of the reason for that is while they were sent here to purge the Horn Scent, there are civilizations here from before the Horn Scent.
Okay.
And that was more on the ambiguous side, and yeah, they knew a lot of things. As you can see, for whatever reason, they also took several of these people under their care in the basement. Their reason for being here is different than the rest of the Specimen House, however. I will know that Mesmer's Armory is more than a bit of a hoarder. The Specimen warehouse takes up, I think, most of the keep. Or at least half of it.
Yeah.
This thing. An Iris of Grace. One of the two we'll need.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you can see, they were even given beds.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
No. Which of these chairs is a mimic?
They're all mimics.
May want to spend that 600k souls.
We'd have to sit down, though.
Sure, I won't push the ridiculously stupid big gate. Just walk around
The
it.
side door. The Patlum already knows the gimmick.
Oh. Cheater.
Unfortunately, we don't actually get to see the gimmick because you already know it.
There it is.
But yeah, that's the gimmick. Yeah. Stalls' hood.
They use a much better version of the Rain of Fire incantation than we would get.
Yes.
Like, that's actually why there's so many little, like, arches on this bridge. You can either take a breather or two, hide under them from the fire. Alternatively, if you know this is here, you can just ride a horse all the way down.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Also, yeah, he's a Fire Knight. I think we counted Fire Knight earlier as well. I just didn't say anything. Fire Knights are Mesmer's personal guard. They, as the name implies, like to use fire, but more specifically, the fire they use is them trying to basically mimic Mesmer's flame.
That's,
Yeah. Souls himself was one of the sages of the Fire Knights. The one thing of note, and by of note I mean is literally written on his hood, is he refused to burn down an old ruin, risk of his own life. Also, is a discipline of the older we go. We'll meet we go later. And this is the Ancient Ruins of Ra, which is another... Yep, which is another area we'll probably get to later.
Yep.
We haven't really done the base of it either. Alright, so that's another side path.
Yep.
Isn't that kind of the way in this DLC?
This is kind of the mid-area hub.
Yeah. The Shadowkeep particularly has, like, 3 mini areas off of it, effectively, or leads to 3 other areas off of it. One of which, as we saw earlier, is hidden behind an invisible wall in a room where you wouldn't even think an invisible wall would be in the first fucking place. And the Specimen Warehouse. I hope you like vertical.
Yep, this is effectively a vertical dungeon.
Yeah. This is non-conventional. You don't actually have to do this.
No. You don't have to do that vertical. You do have to do other vertical.
I do recommend range attacks if you have them. Mostly because of assholes like that.
Also, like, climb through right here to get to this little spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I nailed you. So apologies for being late. I had groceries, now I had to make dinner.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, no problem. Ah, yes, and this incredibly important room. By the way, there's, like, those vulgar guys.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to see this room a lot, mostly because this is where Sir Allensbach hangs
I
out.
just tarnished. It's been some time. There was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind. So, here I am, quite unable to move on. After Lord Moke's slaying at his dynastic palace, it appears his body has been absconded with and taken straight to kind Mikola. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Moog as a pureblood knight, after failing him in every regard, and losing sight of my vows. I'd do anything to make amends, in whatever meager way I can. What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving. What could they possibly have the implication?
Okay.
I think we missed his previous dialogue, because that stuff was also interesting.
What could they possibly implicate?
That's what he's giving us, so...
Yeah.
My guess is what they're doing with the body. Weekend at Bernie's puppetry.
We'll find out.
Put cool,
Yeah.
put some cool shades on him. If Moog's dead, how can you throw in this rockin' house party?
Oh no, Moog is dead. That's,
Yeah.
Then how is he
Well,
throwing
yeah.
this awesome house party?
Yeah, that's the point.
he's not.
You obviously haven't been here at this house party. Pretty awesome.
Your poison cloud won't work on me. I'm stabbing a man in the chest.
Okay, here's the dialogue we missed. Kindly Mikola has discarded his Great Rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moak from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikola, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikola the Kind is a monster. Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
Just have a conversation as a one-spot audience.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Righteous Tarnus, Mythologic makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it, but even at this very instant, I wish to run very far away indeed. Yeah, so basically all of Mikola's companions were charmed by Mikola, because that is just what he does.
He's a very charming individual.
Yes. Magically so. Literally.
Yes.
One of his companions is totally cool with it.
One or more, there's various degrees of how much they care about this. But yeah, since he discarded his Great Rune, all of the enchantments have broken.
If I remember correctly, that's an entirely different area to get to that platform.
That may be the... Yeah, that may be the area you get to from the Church District.
Yeah, I think that's...
Because part of this place you get to from the Church District.
Yep. Excuse me 1 second.
Oh, here they come. Slowly. Slowly. Will they find him? Probably not.
You're about to get the parable of the cane upside your head. Oh, it's not worth it. Let's go to Quiznos. You beat the rat thing that sings the sub sandwich song, you get a free sub. Just imagining the boss bar comes up. Rat of Quiznos.
Truly, the Shadow Realm is where everything everything rejected by grace goes to die.
One of the items they drop is in keeping with their ancient tradition and sworn song. They do have a pepper bar. Kindly Mikola has taken us to the pepper bar at Quiznos. He has divested his toasted onions. Yeah, I'll get a footlong number 13 special. Ah, great. They start to pull out one of the jars. No. I mean a number 12. Oh, put the jar back. Down here where no light or grace resides, here in the shadow of the Erdtree, there is definitely at least one Olive Garden.
Almost certainly. Just one corner of the map that we can get to is nothing but cursed restaurants that no one actually eats up.
The diner's dements.
Alright, I'm back. I saw the guy mashed the shit out of a table over there. Very upset.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da. There's no one here. Turn around. I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe he thought that worked. Oh!
Oh, Fire Knight gauntlets.
Yeah, they drop pieces of the Fire Knights out.
Well, as do most things. Hey, we're back from Quiznos! You think that guy's still here?
I'm just gonna let him live.
Eating
See what
Quiznos
he
is
did?
suffering enough.
See what he did to the Fire Knight? I ain't touching that.
Just a fake door. Okay.
And that pinata's been hanging there for ages.
Yes, literally. Let's see. The events of the main game took place 10,000 years ago, and this predates them.
Oh.
The dueling.
A dueling shield. Some kind of special shield, I take it.
It is. Basically a double blade that is also a shield.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, the new weapon types in the DLC, there are 2 of them in the DLC.
Yes.
This is one of them. We might consider using the other one because it is.
Yeah, strangely enough, it was int and not fate.
Well, because the other one is
It's Karian, yeah.
Karian. It's like one of the relevant weapons.
Faith weapons are like 70% of this DLC by volume.
Yeah,
Oh! Out of nowhere.
I've had worse. Coward. Who would hit a man in the back?
Who indeed would hit a man in the back?
You can tell who the real intellectuals in this room were and who the guy staring at the wall was.
They're at least like looking at tomes. He's just like, nice brick. Nice brick.
Yes,
work.
yes. This is a brick. Are we not all made of bricks? No, Jerry, we are not all made of bricks.
I would argue that none of us are made of brick, Jerry.
What is not flesh, if not the brick of nature?
Yep. Watching this Fire Knight's in here.
Oh, really?
Glad Vince is here to give us these warnings.
Who could guess?
But that, I mean, I never died to a Fire Knight, so because they're not really that hard to deal with. But
Oh, you've come to wait.
You've come to do
That's what an average game of Yu-Gi-Oh looks like. Game starts. Whack, 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 whack. I win. I didn't even get a turn. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Should have built a better deck.
Oh, look at the genius here. He wasn't looking at the wall anymore. Man, they gotta get it with peripheral vision.
that'd probably help. On the other hand, the hood weighs somehow negative weight. It is the only head item in the game with negative weight. Effectively.
Oh.
Effectively.
It has a property that increases your weight load by more than what's actual, by a percentage, which is usually more than what, depending on how high your stamina is, but can easily be more than what the helmet actually weighs.
Alright, who likes footsies?
No.
I don't want to get us to get demonetized. What do you mean we're not monetized?
We have to be monetized first.
You're overthinking this. It's just jump from the head. Okay, good. You didn't fall. My arm dextral.
Message left by Sir Ansbach addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Mikkela's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Shadow Tree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there, the storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep.
I mean, we've already found that.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of checkpointing in this place. Thankfully.
In general, it seems like they're fairly liberal with the checkpoints, which is not a bad thing.
No.
I unfortunately don't have the Wilhelm tied to my soundboard, otherwise I'd be using it.
That's fair.
Bats.
Yeah, it's a dark place that's going to be infested with Zubats. We know the drill.
Secret right scroll. That is important.
Learn about the secret right, the Divine Gateway. I think this platform also becomes important with this rotates, maybe?
It does.
Because there's
but
stairs on the far side, but it looks like you can't get to them unless you climb up the arms of the hanging guy.
there's a thing that happens.
Okay.
Oh, look, all those bats we have seen.
You look at that hat and you tell me you can see upwards.
My wife gave me a hat, and I'm going to wear this hat.
Hey. No one's saying you're not a good wife guy. I'm just saying, up is a bit of a problem.
Visibility be damned.
A true wizard does not need to look up. He merely casts a spell that makes everything come down to eye level.
I'm leaving.
I'm not a pardon shot, you aren't.
I should wipe you clean off the page. Now, Freya. Don't let it throw you up. Take it slow. Take it slow. Oh my lord. How do I ever make sense of this symbol?
She's
up a level, yeah.
Yeah. Whee! They drive us bats.
They're not the world's greatest detective.
Another boss bar shows up. Dark Knight Bruce. That's what you do for Suicide Squad. Instead of making it a first-person shooter, multiplayer extravaganza, you make it a Dark Souls game. That way, when you're going up against the Justice League, every fight feels terrifying.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that
If Dark Knight Bruce Wayne gets a hold of Captain Boomerang, he's gonna break his tibia.
The tibia.
What's a tibia? Oh, my fucking tibia!
Tibia. I think that would be an interesting concept that I don't think they're ever going to do.
no, probably not. But yeah, you're kind of right. That actually does work pretty well.
God, you wanted to connect it into the new hotness? You can even do it in the Dark Multiverse. Have parademons flying about all willy-nilly and have everything be dark and depressing.
Are they still even doing that?
The Dark Multiverse? Oh, yeah. Dark Multiverse still plays in very prominently, and much to everyone's chagrin.
Makes sense of
Oh.
its jumble.
We have first.
Yep. So thankfully, Freya is easy to get back to
Yes.
because she's right out of fire.
Oh, hello. I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Supposed to read
Just
the
excel.
tablets, not stand on them.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. I'm afraid I truly.
Okay, now we have to.
Now we have to go back to Ansbach.
Go back to
give-
Ansbach. Don't give him the letter yet, or the.
No, we have to give him a letter. The letter isn't that. Because I actually had to do this myself, I know that part is actually on the guide is somewhat wrong. Basically, if you've already killed Mesmer, you don't give him the letter, I think is what it is. Because he'll move on, but he doesn't move on until after Mesmer is dead.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving. Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the Land of Shadow were not enough. He plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul. He desires only his empty shell. It beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tender Mikola fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better.
Did he?
Righteous Tarnished, you have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach. The absolute folly of it all. Freya, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot. Righteous Tarnished, could you please give this to Freya? Thanks to you, she too will have the answer she requires. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now. Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help. Perhaps I should. This is the only.
Back up to Freya.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have... From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Oh. Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end, but kindly Mikola wishes to revive it, which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the great lion. Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough, but to face your blade would be an honor. Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield. Brave warrior.
A shield.
Yep. The Golden Lion Shield.
A roaring bash.
Yep.
Roars, then bashes. Back to Ansbach.
We should probably go talk to Lita, because I think we actually have to trigger her quest. At the cross outside.
This one's still here, right?
Yeah, she should still be there. Yeah. Hornset shouldn't be there. That's probably just a symptom of, or if he is, we'll just do reloading, because I think we may have to advance Hornset's quest, actually, as well. Yeah, because Hornset is still here.
What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikola's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikola shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not to, lest you...
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikula the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikula remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise.
Well, what it actually means is,
I can
oh
wield
boy,
my
here I go
sword
killing
to
again.
cull the undeserving,
Yep.
those unfit to bask in tender Mikula's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikula's side.
Do I actually need to make a suggestion here or no suggestion?
It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. You,
Those of us who...
I think you can make literally every suggestion. Yeah, you can make literally every suggestion.
On one hand, he trusts Mikula the Kind to bring salvation to
Go
his
for the horn
people.
scent, even though I'm not going to help
With
you
the
or hinder you in
enchantment
any way.
lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikula's promise. On the other hand, the horn scent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over. Allow me some time.
He has moved on.
Yes. When the quest... We'll eventually have to come back here, but yeah, I do believe he does move on. But we did everything we needed with him.
Anything on top of this one? No.
Looks like you should be able to, but I think you may have to keep going around and jump on a some higher statue.
This one I think is a drop down to below it. On like the same platform.
I think it's actually...
Back.
No. I went down. I think that area's actually just gotten from the upper section. We don't have access that we get to from the other side.
There's some of it that's gone from the upper section. The very top is gone from the section we get to from the other side. There's not much of the interior that actually, the lower interior that's gone from there. Let me see. Try and do this one off memory. Yeah, because I do believe it is.
It's like, there's not a safe way down.
No, that's not. It's across this thing.
Well, this is the actual way to go.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is the actual way to go.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a fork path there, but yeah, it is just continue along the. Steak!
Delicious steak.
Steak?
Come get me. Erdtree fragment. It raced right in front of the door.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Where is Hornsense Summons? Is it inside or is it outside?
It's inside.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do him now or not.
Well, we can. Doesn't change anything.
It doesn't really change much, but
He's here. We'll do him.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth.
The was clearly supposed to be a shot of my face, my reaction to this. Doesn't work. Just cuts to a
Wouldst
hat.
thou truly lordship
Yeah.
in one so bereft of light? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
So you can see, Mesmer has a snake motif going.
Excuse me, I have to summon someone first. Calm down, buddy.
No.
Mesmer possesses 0 chill.
What's the bosses in this professor? Oh, chill.
That's correct.
Yes.
Chill is not something the bosses in this DLC have.
Your grace period is as long as it takes for him to decide to do a jumping kick form. Like that. Now at this point, you can just hit with it. Oh yeah, so Mesmer himself is the previously unheard of and unmentioned son of America.
Yep.
Who the father is, we don't know for sure. He has red hair, so it's probably red again. At least that's been the basic guess.
Y'all like snakes?
Also, yep. Well, of course, those are seeing eye snakes. He is blind.
I will not suffer.
Well, he's about to be.
No, he's blind, period.
A lord devoid of light.
Also, content warning,
No,
Happy
mother.
Tree friends.
Oh no.
Forgive me.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie, I can hear the theme in my head.
But yeah, that's America's Source Seal, which was being used to seal away his curse because there isn't a member of this royal family that isn't cursed in one way or another, or at least the son, or at least the sons and daughters. Usually because one outer god or another took interest with them.
Soon tarnished. Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
So yeah, he was born attached to the abyssal serpent. What this means, no fucking idea.
Means snakes.
It doesn't mean snake.
It does mean snake. So if you recall, I think in last stream actually, where we found like a shedded snake skin and the Oh Mother emote near each other.
Yep.
Yeah, that was him.
I mean, keeping in mind golden rule, we have time and time again never seen a snake. Ice Prince in the pool.
You're a little far away from there, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, golden rule, never turn yourself into a snake, it never works out.
But at least he turns into a pool snake.
Yeah. This boss is very much a glass cannon, as you can kind of see by him already being dead.
Yep. He does hit very hard, though.
Yes.
Upon me.
Like, he can very easily single... Like, even with the health pool I have, he can very easily single combo your death. He doesn't get distracted by summons.
Yeah. But yeah, Mesmer was most likely the eldest child of America that was sent here mainly to be completely erased from history. As he was. One other interesting thing about Mesmer is he has a younger sister. That is also somehow connected to fire. This is very much implied to be, what's her name? Melina. Melina.
They have too many names that are so fucking close to each other. I hate
They
it.
do.
I hate it.
Okay, so we've done Mesmer, which I think will progress past Leto wanting to kill Hornsent now.
Yes.
Which means we should be able to do the Ansbach fight. Leto Ansbach
Yes.
fight.
Yeah. So
Oh,
talk to
there you are.
her.
It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I'm going to leave the Hornsent to his own devices. With his grudge against Sir Mesmer settled, his blade is bent by madness. Wherever he goes, he won't last long.
Yeah,
I
if
needn't
we
bother with
didn't
him.
summon Hornsent
Unruly
for that
emotions
fight,
only lead to misfortune.
there is a...
All the more reason
Well,
to
this
leave
still
someone like Mikkel
this
to
still
die.
happens, but he'll appear in the later fight, basically.
Well, there's... Leda will try and kill Hornsent. And we can either help Hornsent or help Leda, or just ignore the summon thing for them altogether. If we basically end up defeating Mesmer without doing any of that, she basically gives up on trying to kill him because he's...
I know I
already got his
shouldn't let
vengeance.
myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it.
We will probably have to reload this area several times. As a matter of fact, I guarantee we will have to reload this area several times. Where Leda is, I mean. That fight's not going to appear yet. Also, we need to actually talk to Hornsent. Who is here, actually?
Again, I see. Comrade in arms. Upon his end. Did you see Mesmer's face?
No, he was
Or
looking at the shit
sublime.
eater.
A very tangle of snakes. To think he dared call us savages, when he himself was most base of all.
Yeah, so the Abyssal Serpent, the Base
I
Serpent,
am to you in death.
there's nothing that exactly
Yet
spells out what it is.
Unquenched remains my thirst.
It
for
may be
revenge.
connected to,
The death of Mesmer was merely the start.
The God Eating Serpent.
Now comes the pipe.
it might be connected to the God Eating Serpent, it might be connected to Rykard and the World Eating Serpent. The God Eating and World Eating Serpent might all be the same thing. Or Godskin Serpent
If
thing.
Michaela's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding
Until they make
blessed
another expansion that
vengeance,
has serpents
and
as a
I
major
wish
theme,
not to be by him redeemed.
it's not the most clear thing.
If Michaela's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, and I wish not to be by him redeemed. If Michaela's and I wish.
Alright. We don't really have much to do with more right now. Or anything to do with more right now.
Yeah, it was going to cause an area overload. I have to go somewhere. So,
You could literally warp back to the exact same area. Oh, that's interesting.
Message left by Lena Knightletta addressed to the kindred spirits who also pursue Mikola's trail. Dane passed on a message. The sealing tree is in the ancient ruins of Rao. Lies behind the great bridge leading to the first floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I've finished the task at hand.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Mikola's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Mikola the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure remain sad forever is the right choice, if I remember correctly.
it is, but you don't have to make that choice now, and if you do, it locks us out of the rest of the Forager Brood cookbooks. Not that's a big deal, but I'm just saying.
How many do we have left?
I don't know. I don't know is the non-answer, basically, when we come back to this.
I don't know either.
That's also just kind of messed up in
Till we
general.
meet again.
It kind of is.
Like, I get we're mostly in the myths and legends kind of storytelling here, but this is an objective 2024 answer. As someone who's going through a lot of shit right now, that's kind of fucked up.
Two, three, four, five. We have 1 through 7.
We don't have 5.
Where is 5?
There's 5. Shadow Altus, northeast of Morth Rune's Site of Grace, through the cave of Miranda Sprouts and Perfumers, and to the right of the tree. Slowly head down the swamp. You'll find a small poison puddle on the cliffside.
Okay, so area we haven't done yet. You don't have to be sad yet, more.
It should be.
You don't have to give him that answer.
You don't have to, but it's the best ending for the quest, if I remember correctly.
It's not the best ending for the quest. It's the easiest ending for the boss fight.
Ah, there you are. I'm afraid Sir Ansbach will have to be next.
I'm afraid
He
we're going to rock your
insists
world
that
for
he's
that.
nothing but a worn-down, over-the-hill soldier. But in his day, he was the feared commander of the pure-blood knights, who cleaved open Mikola the Kind with his blood blade. He claims he hasn't the spirit to take up his sword again, but I doubt it'll be very long before he recalls, as I have, the cascading sheets of blood. I'm afraid he cannot be left to fester. I've come to a realization. There's ample evidence. Without kindly Mikola's influence, I'm quite mistrustful of others. I've come to a realize there's ample. I'm quite
Okay.
Okay. Now we go back to where Onsbach was, in the storehouse.
I will dispose of you. I find that
came to the wrong neighborhood.
You would cower an old man, Eli. You are thorough indeed. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do have my doubts, and will not lay down. Have you lost your wits? By my troth, you have no such sense as this old man. Though I gladly welcome your decision. For
Get down,
now I
Osbach.
might even live to see the morrow.
So you've chosen your side, despite having no debt to the Lord of Blood. I suppose it was Sir Ansbach who won you over. Fine. One more heart for my blade to skew.
There she goes.
Perhaps I should have known not to challenge the two of you alone. I take my leave. For now.
Lady Leda, I ask you keep kindly Mikola in your care.
Yep. We're doing that. We get Ansbach's longbow and Leda's rune. Ansbach's longbow being one of the best weapons in this expansion, mainly due to its completely absurd Astro War, which was that thing he was doing of firing like 5 arrows at once.
Yep, the fan shot.
Yep.
And
we will not.
Just a 40k rune.
Yeah, I think it has some flavor text on it, but yeah, it is. Yeah. Jet of gold to bring us off to our fated eyes. Yep, some minor flavor text.
2 bodies, 2 strings. Unusually powerful.
Yeah. It is both a longbow that fires as fast as a light bow and has fan shot.
He is good shit.
Yep. It also requires like 43 dex. It is mainly a dex weapon.
Alright. The other side of the Shadow Keep.
Strangely enough, the one that involves more platforming.
As we briefly saw when we stepped in here the first time, the place is flooded.
Yep. Yeah, primary method of navigation right now is jump from rooftop to rooftop.
Like a ninja.
Jumps from roof to roof to get his friends free cable.
Badass.
They also try and make it seem like something interesting in water. There's not, but
It would be hilarious if he like knocked out one piece of wood while you were on it.
like there is a monster in the water. It moves around and knocks stuff over, but doesn't actually attack you until you clear the area. And it's disappointing when you actually find out what it is.
I mean, it's just a something tree spirit.
Yeah, it's an alternate tree spirit.
Yeah. What is interesting is you can lock on and attack it if you have something that will do that. Attacking it is kind of hard. It will also just go away when you hit it enough in the water. You don't defeat it or anything; it just disappears.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where like it feels like there's a decent potential for like, oh, here's an interesting like, you know, monster thing in the water that attacks you and you have to deal with it as you're going through the area. But no, it's just an ultra tree spirit.
It's mainly there for jump scares.
Yeah, it's not a new enemy.
Now these are the enemies. In a sense that we put
Mesmer
fire on
the
these.
exploding zombies.
Yeah.
New air quotes enemy.
Yeah. Trying to hide from the explosion.
I was trying to hide from the explosion, yeah.
Let's just keep doing that. There's another one.
Hey, it's the Cathedral of Deep.
Only with water.
Yeah, only with water, as opposed to... It's still a deathfall, but...
Yes. Look, a door.
What if it's open with the sun? It is.
Queen Marika,
Well, because we have the
Mother
program key.
to us all, favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby
No, you
swear
haven't.
to
I'm right
never
here.
cease. So please, grant
You
me
failed
thy
to quell
grace.
me multiple times.
Leave me with my solitary light. Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace. Take not from me my solitary light.
Alright, so there are two NPCs in the game that want... that you can basically give irises to.
Yep.
There's the Iris of Grace and the Iris of Oculation. There's two of each, so you can actually use
Both, yeah.
both. The Iris of Grace will always give Spirit Ashes, so that's the one we're going to be using.
Yep.
And the Iris of Oculation will give whatever weapon they
Whatever
used,
weapon.
basically.
Yep. Get up, you loser.
Ah, Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace.
Mom's
as
dead.
decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
I'll imperil your sanctity.
It's like catching a Bidoof because we said we had to. I was gonna look back over where he is, but it's acting with us now. You're the less interesting of our two Irises of Grace summons.
Yes, but that is understating it, mostly because the other one actually is interesting,
Yeah.
is legitimately an interesting thing.
it's a 2-for deal.
I think it is that previous path. Get rid of him as well. Or die to getting stabbed, I don't know.
We've never died to getting stabbed.
I think we have.
Can't prove anything.
We're recording this.
I'll delete the recording.
I mean, you can, but you have to get the water down first.
Okay, like
Deleting this recording will not disprove it. There are plenty of other recordings.
You have to get the water down first. Look, an elevator.
goes down, immediately kills you.
Okay, yeah, this is the side section of the storehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Back to the elevator. So,
The church district is very low compared to where the
where the specimen,
specimen
warehouse is.
which is also like a 7th floor room.
Yeah. Doesn't help if all knowledge that has ever been stored within this and past civilizations is etched on stone tablets.
Hey, I didn't tell him to put on tablets.
Dope.
Oh, the jump.
Yeah. Yeah. You really do have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah. Who's ready to ride that elevator again?
No, who's ready to summon the elevator so we can ride it?
Eh.
Think that's necessary.
Take my frustration out of him.
Okay, now write it down.
Look, all I'm saying is you run through this section and you see Kirk Langstrom Man-Bat show up in the bottom, and you're gonna be proper terrified. That same rule of realistically, you could cure cancer with this, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn myself into a Man-Bat.
This being a Batman villain, of course, the explanation is actually slightly less silly. I think he was legitimately trying to do something noble and accidentally turned himself into a bat. It depends, of course, on which telling of it is, but
at least in the animated, well, okay, in the animated series, he was trying to like develop something that could give humans echolocation, like help blind people, and his serum spilled on him, and the serum turned him into a Man-Bat. In the comics, he's not cured of being Man-Bat, and he's in fact being Man-Bat. I don't remember why. There was a reason he decided to turn back. It wasn't just Sauron turning into a dinosaur.
Right, now that we've let all the water out of New Londo. Wait.
Suck it, Dark Souls.
Well pickled turtleneck.
Yep.
That's good neck.
I mean, we just know it's been well pickled. We don't know if it's necessarily any good.
Boost your stamina recovery.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Pickled delights.
Pickle surprise.
Ignore the fact that sometimes their pickled delights are wrong.
Listen, the art of pickling is well under the domain of the god of Scarlet Rot.
Ah. You mean it's not under Kindly Piccola?
God damn it.
Explosions. Tail swipe. Also, Erdtree Spirit has fainted.
We got a handful of thorns.
We got the worst incantation in the DLC.
That's that's saying something, because there's a lot of bad incantations in this DLC.
You're right, it is.
I mean, we only got the electric ore like last session, so...
It covers you with thorns, which means when you roll into someone, much like the armor thorns, they can take insignificant damage and not flinch.
Uh-huh. Back up to the very start area? Yeah, back to the very start area.
Yeah, it's back up to the switch, effectively. Or the start area, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the elevator that doesn't work because the place is flooded.
Yeah. Well, it's the elevator that doesn't work if you pull the lever, because no elevator in the world works until you touch it for the first time. Don't you know anything? Levers don't function until you step on an elevator switch for the first time.
Is that what I've been doing wrong?
Yep.
Oh.
Switch to someone in an elevator does not work until you step on the elevator the first time.
Really, the art of elevator installation is nearly a lost art. I mean, literally, we're actually kind of bringing out these people. Ah, he's suffering frostbite. You're suffering beat slam by a giant wooded monster. Explosions.
Talk about the slamming, it's not very nice. Again, we just talked about this.
I don't think he cares.
More nights left. Welcome to the jam.
Yay, some string!
An iris
And an
rocket.
iris lock. Yep. Look, giant crabs. Who would have seen giant crabs in this area that's full of small crabs?
No one could have guessed it.
These things is way more dangerous than they actually are.
Look at all those kids.
The monster!
I don't know, they didn't die as orphans.
That's true. They did not die as orphans. They died before their mother did.
Two tree spirits. Let me check if there's anything else outside, because there's absolutely something inside. Okay, yeah. Only thing left is inside the church proper, on the first floor. Or only stuff left is on the... yeah. That's another one of these special fire knights. We've killed two of them, this is the third. Yeah, so that's that mentor guy that, the big-headed guy's, hood was talking about. He decided to, experiment with, their recreation of Esmer's flame and see, whether or not he can make undead with it.
I don't think it will.
Yep, we go. Elder among the Fire Knights.
Ah, reduces the FP. Use summon spirits. That's an interesting effect, but
Yep. A mildly interesting effect.
like if you could summon spirits besides places like a boss fight
And more than once.
and more than once, it would
Yeah.
make the difference, but it doesn't. So
Yeah.
we will keep our hat that increases ice damage. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So yes, here's a seal. It boosts Mesmer's fire incantations. I think that... There it is. There's the stuff on the lower floor if you want to, or we can do with the... But yeah, we're done on the second floor completely. There is one thing you basically have to discover on the first floor. Inside the church. I certainly didn't discover this room while I was exploring, go, okay, I need to come back and explore later. Then, like, is there... Then, after finishing this area, think, is there something I forgot? Look things up again, go like, oh right, fuck that room.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is the way to Commander Gaius.
Yes, it's both to...
Gaius in the area, past him.
It's not to Gaius, it's to the, Avatar.
Oh,
Through the storehouse is how you get to Gaius.
Oh, okay. Storehouse way to Gaius.
Yeah. And now to go even further down from the church district.
Yeah.
Vertically speaking, the Shadowkeep, I think, runs basically the entirety of the Shadow Realm. Like, both the lowest and highest points. Sure would suck if a dragon fell on this bridge and decided randomly whether or not it was going to snap it.
That seems oddly specific.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Gaius.
Yep. Shadow Tree Base.
Yeah, I'm getting Shadow Sunflowers, right?
Yep. Is the angriest of sunflowers. So instead of making us fight a crap ton of Shadow Tree avatars, they're just making us crap ton of Erdtree avatars, guarding random nonsense. We just fight this one guy.
It's nice that it's a different avatar.
Yep. Realm of Shadow. Just run. Again, just run.
Run for cowards.
Am I supposed to roll?
Yeah. Rolling in the time hour position.
Right, so anyways, as I was saying, that is the Shadow Tree avatar. Oh wait, hold on. Whee! One more. Okay. You do know you can hit any part of the body, not just the head, right?
That takes one damage.
I know it does, but I'm just saying. Right, so anyways, that was the Shadow Tree avatar. Now to actually talk about it some more. Wait up. Okay, so anyways, continue with this.
Question.
Yes?
Is there something we're doing wrong, or just the
No,
Shadow
no,
Tree avatar just come back?
It's a 3-phase long.
It's like, if you couldn't tell by the way that Vince said that, this was absolutely another phase.
Aki could be doing a bit.
Well, and the whole thing of every time it loses its health pool, it goes into the stagger state, so you can do a crit hit on it. Yeah, it is a fixed thingy.
And that third phase, which is the hardest phase for everyone who isn't specifically me, or specifically doing what. You know what happens is I can just block with a stupid shield, so it actually kind of cheats around the giant ass damage mechanic from the random beams.
You have to start back at the beginning fight all the time.
Yep. The phases don't actually have that much health.
Yeah, each phase has less health than the previous phase. You just get some new attacks each time.
The total health of the 3 phases isn't actually that high. Like in comparison to any of the bosses we've been fighting.
Also, some glaring air.
Yeah, I was wondering why you haven't summoned anything.
Also, because running doesn't work apparently.
I was running.
As in, I got hit by half that trying to run.
I wonder if you'll slow down by anything. Because you did absolutely dodge a previous one by running.
I, like everyone else, weighed down by gravity. No, as much as I like you, not this fight.
I mean, Tish is not a bad one for this fight.
No. We're gonna double up though.
Oh, no shadow. Yeah.
Oh, you're one.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't approach you so much as, be fully content to stay back there and throw thorns and land of shadow at you. Or realm of shadow. Explosion! Explosion! Nope, dead.
Yeah. It was a great run.
Yep. This is where he left his great room. Or what's left of it.
Yeah.
And the remembrance of the... Yep. Nicholas set off for the tower enshrouded by shadow, abandoning everything, his golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate. All in an effort to bury the original sin, to embrace the whole of it, and to be reborn as a new god. Yeah, this is the base of the Shadow Tree. Or rather, what's become. Broken and decayed, it's sap dripping basically everywhere. We are walking in a pool of sap.
Delicious, delicious sap.
Should we lick it like mold?
I mean, you can.
Can't hurt.
Well, I'm pretty sure it could.
Also, sunflowers are ingredients.
This one.
Yep.
There's the cannon mustard seed.
Yep.
Yeah, this was Rolano's silver thrusting shield, better to glint stones, able to attack and guard simultaneously. Built by Rolano during her sole entry into ritual combat, a demonstration of fealty to the Erdtree. We absolutely have the stats for it, and we can put anything on it so we can actually make it arcane or frost. So we'll probably mess around with that next session as a weapon option.
I didn't mention this section was the highest parts of the...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can just see how every bookshelf is just stone tablets.
Uh-huh.
Or there is some scattered paper here and there. It's just vast majority of the library is stone tablets.
Yes, I'd like to check out a book, please. I'll get the forklift.
I think those are areas we've already been.
Yes, that is an area we've already been.
Yeah. You can absolutely get to the other part of the storehouse from the cathedral, but not the other way around. I should have dropped a bat on you.
I was expecting it.
Oh, see, but now you're expecting it. That's when I pulled the punches.
It's fine. We'll have enough bats over or in this area.
Going up.
Top floor, rafter maze, bats, assholes.
You just had a little bit of a redundancy there.
Different assholes, not just bats.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
This continues to beg the question of who the fuck designed this place?
Can't help you there.
Take your pick of mad architecturalists in this setting.
I'm not sure if there's such thing as a sane architecturalist in this setting, but even by the standards of this setting, this place is fucking...
I mean, it's not a tower where you need a device to literally invert the entire place.
We've been over that entire area. Your civilization is just fucking completely batshit off its rocker. I mean, hell, there's a dude who replaces brain with glintstone.
There's a dude who replaces brain with glintstone.
Wrath from afar.
They call me mad, dangerous, Wendell. I'll show them. I'll show them all. I replace my brain with a.
Probably should have figured out what he was going to replace his brain with before he pulled his brain out.
Yeah, it's a real head of Vecna situation.
Oh, the head of Vecna.
It's an old story from a role-playing forum where someone convinced their party, just like there was like the hand and the eye of Vecna, there was an artifact called the head of Vecna, that they were in possession of.
Yeah. What part of assholes didn't you understand?
You know, it's fair.
Stop it.
Okay, so now that we're done with the enemy asshole, now we'll go with the designer asshole.
Designer asshole.
Hey, you know, that's a spirit ash up there.
Yeah, we'll get in a second. Our walks. Well, we're not done yet. The items?
I think so, other than the stuff down the elevator and on top of the elevator. And a jump. Because of course there is. Alright, so...
This ain't my first elevator puzzle rodeo, thank you very much.
You know, I'd pay to watch the elevator puzzle rodeo.
Alright, now you have to not fail this jump. Okay.
Get a Fire Knight. Another Fire Knight.
Yes, this one held it. I think there was something down the elevator, specifically. It isn't just there to be a puzzle.
The Rune of an Unsung Hero.
Okay, I think. Alright, now continuing along, because, Okay, we're by no means done here.
Moving right along.
Yep, that elevator. Oh, the classic dumbwaiter elevator.
Yeah. You know, that giant dumbwaiter elevator you put on the outside of your massive keep.
Well, it's too big to go in the keep.
Listen, we didn't have enough OSHA violations yet to go over the threshold and loop back around. Once we go over 255, it goes back to 0 and we're good.
You can say OSHA underflow or overflow.
Exactly.
Weird, the machine says you're compliant. Well, I'd question it, but I don't get paid enough to question the machine.
250. Damn, 0. 254, 255, 0.
Working as intended.
Ah, yes. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans.
No.
You have no sympathy for the people who got shoved in pots against their will?
No. They knew what world they're living in.
And then there's this asshole. Hey, do you know what it's like to be rammed by a pig?
Ow, yeah. Now
You do now.
I've learned.
You're gonna learn that a lot.
Ow.
So this is Gaius. I think he's considered the most hated boss in the DLC.
I can't imagine why. Absolutely his intention.
It's not a good idea, but I will mention it. You can't fight him on horseback. You can actually summon Torrent.
No, we're not doing that. I know better.
I'll be honest, this seems like the type of thing where it was designed to be done so, but it's still the worst way to do it.
I thought this was designed to be done so more, and more it was like, might be a neat thing that somebody might want to do at some point in the future.
A porcine tornado. What a wonderful thing.
Okay, so Gaius has like one of the most amusing facts. Yeah, so Gaius and Radon were actually rivals in their youth and actually learned the same learned from the same tutor gravity magic. So he gets to pull absolute bullshit the same as Radon does. Whereas Radon wanted to basically just ride his favorite horse despite the fact that it was tiny and emaciated. Gaius was like, hey, more tornado!
The Bornado.
Yeah, I was not expecting him to one-shot this in the first place.
You know, he never could get over his nickname at the academy. They called him Mr. Pig.
Oh, okay. I was waiting.
I was going, I was still upset.
Also fair.
You do not have enough iframes for that, I don't think. It should be noted. If you're walking in the wrong direction or standing still when he does that charge and you block with a shield, you'll still get hit. I think you had to be walking forward, I forget which. It was either forward or backwards. I think it was, no, it was almost certainly forwards.
Is it specifically
Forwards,
walking?
backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards.
Back, left.
So, one of the bigger pains about fighting him at ranged is it targets the rider and not the giant-ass fucking boar.
Yeah, I can see how that'd be a problem.
You're fighting Commander Guy, it's not a big.
Nope. Doesn't give me that long.
Calm down.
No, he does not.
I will not run out of these.
A man who eats poop is right there. Deal with him.
He was. But at a certain point, he gets tired of dealing with the poop man.
You have allied yourself with the dumb. I was born in it.
That's not something I heard admit.
I think he's out here fighting. That's big. It was raised in a drop of mud. Most likely, yeah.
Behold the Pignado! Ow!
Did you behold it?
I did. Beheld.
New babe horn. Hey, pig in your grill.
What I do to people?
Yes.
Yes. Watch out for the boar in your face.
It's a shame you didn't summon an archer for this fight. That way we could name this fight Boromir.
I could have summoned an archer this fight, but she's been very disappointing. Refuses to attack dragons.
She'd also die very quickly in this fight.
Yeah, he really goes hog wild on your summons.
Aha. Remembrance of the Wild Boar Rider. And I believe now all of his armor except his greaves is available for sale. From the finger main. Yes, except his greaves. Should be a house on the left. Yeah, right there.
Along with the Albinauric woman on a wolf.
Yep.
A thing that really makes me upset we never get a mounted Latenna summon.
There's his greaves.
Yeah,
Also the Sharpshot Talisman. Now read his greaves. Yep, right atop the boar he called his other half, Gaius was in fact a warrior of Albinauric extraction.
Oh. I mean, he could have won, though. They just had messed up legs, not non-functioning legs, not no legs.
I don't know if he actually has legs. In any case, the much more important thing is through the giant arc over there.
Yeah, the fact that they have a wolf-mounted Albinauric there is just like, why can't we get a mounted version of Latenna?
Good question. Anyways. Behold! It's the bowl! That is directly above where the shadow tree bends over. It is where the sap drips into.
What?
I believe there's... Yep, 5 of them.
Yep.
Technically a blessed bone shard.
Oh, yay.
And shadow sunflowers.
Alright. Yeah, this Shadow Tree Chalice.
Tree trellis. Yep.
I think with that, we're effectively done with Shadow.
No. Go back to the... We're done with Shadowkeep, but there's one area we should probably unlock. Go back to the Grace right before the Gaius fight. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Go back to the statue. In that room. We picked up one emote in this entire expansion.
That's true.
Oh, mother. Hit this bonfire and then go back to Mesmer's room. Yeah, it's right there. This is also where the other finger runes are.
Ah, yeah.
That was just one thing I forgot to point out in this room.
This was dark chamber.
So you see that statue of America up there?
Yeah, a rare one.
Yep.
But it's armed him.
Yep. A very different statue. Also, it's the only statue in the Realm of Shadow that still has its head.
I thought we found another one that still had its head earlier.
No, we found a, not America statue. We found a...
Oh, we found one of the one that the spirit thing's always by.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's also different. It just never arms out. Jeez.
Yeah. It is a different statue in general.
So we can get stuff like
Hey,
Mesmer's Helm.
Yeah, that's guys.
Gaius' armor.
Yeah, guys' armor, etc. But not his Greaves.
And Osprey's. He wasn't wearing them at the time. We also have the
They literally say he can't wear them. Yeah.
We could get Mesmer's Spear.
Yep.
We can get his
Um,
Orb Incantation.
Mr. Spear is interesting in the sense that it does actually have the strong attack is actually throwing it. It is a Smith script weapon, effectively.
Also a Faith Weapon.
Yep.
Shadow Sunflower Blossom, which is a colossal hammer. It's a Faith Weapon.
Faith weapon.
And the Land of Shadow spell.
Yep.
Or incantation. The Sword Lance from...
The Sword Lance,
Right.
which is a normal weapon, actually, is enchanted with standard things. Speaking of Gravity Thrust is not its actual. That's just an Ash of War.
Yeah, just an Ash War.
Yeah. So if you get that, you get basically a heavy thrusting sword that is basically
You
a
can
lance.
do whatever you want with, really. That's a lance.
Yeah.
Strength Dex weapon, so, I mean, no other weird requirements.
Yeah.
It also has Blades of Stone, Sorcery, which we'll actually grab. Because we do sorceries. Also, the other sorcery we should have grabbed. We have Twin Moons.
Sure. Why not?
Twin Moons.
It's a moon sorcery.
Yeah.
We could have also grabbed our weapons, but we're not using our weapons. They are as we talked about last time, I think last session, they're a combination in faith weapon. Because realistically, you're supposed to power stance them, so you dual wield.
More specifically, I believe they are int faith strength dex.
It's like they are mad as hell.
Yeah, they come out at fully enchanted up. They are season everything.
Yeah. Then Divine Beast can get us a talisman that increases the potency of storms.
Yeah.
And a Divine Beast Frost Stomp Ash of War. There are a couple Divine Beast versions of Ashes of War.
That is basically a chargeable version of Frost Stomp.
Yeah. And next session...
You too can do a Godfrey impersonation followed by a Frost Stomp impersonation.
Next session.
Next session, we'll be starting...
in that place where we couldn't go any further.
There used to be a barrier down at the bottom of this big ravine that we climbed down. But there is no more. What sights will await us down there? What quest will I get to complain about once we get to the bottom of it? Find out on the next session of our journeys in the land between. But until then, join us on Thursday as we continue playing through Control. We'll probably finish the next session. We have a bit more of the DLC to do.
Yeah, it's probably gonna finish the DLC there.
Okay. Yeah. More than likely finishing Control next session. Then join us on Sunday for more SD Gundam G Generation Overworld as we finish off the last D mission. And then again, back here for more Elden Ring on Monday. I've been Shiv.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, everyone. Remember, stay out of Shadow Keeps. And watch for ocean violations if you do go into them.
Also, beware of charging boars.
Always beware of charging bowlers.